Bienvenue to the podcast where we discuss conspiracies. I bring theory.
And I bring skepticism.
We're not saying these conspiracy theories are true.
We're not saying they're not true.
We're just here to pick at them. I'm your co-host, Tiaris Heltroot.
And I'm Aurelius L. Clayton.
This is the Metal Hat.
But yet there is no oxygen out in space.
Well done.
So how is it possible, without any oxygen or any air, that the sun is on fire?
Conspiracies at the Metal Hat. Got you thinking about all that.
All right. So last time we talked a little bit, well, I talked a little bit because Aurelius was off making amazing music with MC, which will now become our intro. Yay! I'm so excited for it.
Not what this was for, and I didn't condone this, but she's doing it anyway.
I am doing it anyway because I love it, and I love the little in there. He's such a cute buddy. But yeah, like I said, Robotham like kicked off this whole Flat Earth Society thing, and people have run with it. So much so that when we went to Romania and we visited the salt mines, which were gorgeous.
Oh, we're doing this
We
now.
are doing this now.
Yes. Hey, everybody, this is the reason that we wanted to do this, because this is one of the craziest pieces of shit that I've ever heard in my life. And we don't condone or believe any of this. These are not our opinions. This is just some nutty shit that I heard on with a head full of acid in a wood-fired hot tub on the top of a fucking Romanian mountain while I was camping, that somebody told me. And
It's kind of amazing.
oh, it's nuts. Go ahead.
All right. No, it's fine. It's amazing. So we heard, because we visited the salt mines, and I gotta say, they're actually really pretty. The walls are just have these salt veins in them mixed with rocks, and it makes a really cool marble pattern. But they are deep and they are huge, and they've got basketball courts down there and cafes and restaurants, and it was wild.
They had like all sorts of entertainment. In defense of the guy who told me this, that place was kind of was kind of Jewy, I guess. It's,
They were making money on it for sure.
Yeah. So
For
that's what he
sure.
was saying, is that this is like a fucking crazy giant. Yeah. Anyway.
So what we heard after being like, we went to the salt mines, they were like, oh, there's portals down there. And I was like, portals?
Like doors?
Like, and he was like, no. Portals that the Jews use to get to the other side of flat Earth. And I was like, what? Squeeze me? What?
I thought at first that maybe this was just like some crazy drugs talking.
No.
No.
Mm-mm.
No.
So what the premise is that our world is resource rich, but we're a little chaotic. We're a little, which I mean, arguably is true. But the other side is controlled with an advanced domain where the elite live. And who are these elite?
It's all the Jewish cabal. Let me explain that little Jewy comment again, where you have no anti-Semitism.
Absolutely not.
Like, I don't give a fuck about any of that. Be as gay as you want, or
Jewy as you want.
Just a shit. It's 2026. That's old. That's so 1900.
And really boring.
Yeah, super boring. So he was saying that the Jewish cabal like mined out these mines, and then they found a portal down there that takes you to the other side of the flat earth where all of the Jews live. Not all of the Jews, but like
The good ones.
the
rich ones.
the high end Jews. I don't know. The elite
The
Jews.
Chanel ones.
Yeah.
Louis Vuitton Jews on that side.
Anyway, they all live over there, and they send, their Jewish minions to our side, and that's why they control all the media, and why they, do this, that, and the other thing, and control the central bank and all of these, different ideas. because on the other side of the flat Earth, it's not as resourceful as it is here, and so they have to send envoys to make all the Goya,
Work for the man.
yeah, work for their secret Jewish society on the other side. And so to explain that Jewy comment, they did monetize the bottom of that salt mine with like all sorts of games and
They did
and merchandise
coffee.
and
They have
yeah.
weird coffee that they put in copper pots and then like cook it over hot salt. Like that's supposed to do something. Like the salt permeates the
Well, that's only weird for us. Like that, I think
You're
that's-
right.
I think that's normal in places like Turkey and some other spots.
Really hot salt coffee.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh.
I've seen that before.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh well,
Not-
I
Not
haven't.
in person, but I've seen it on TV and
Well,
videos or wherever the hell I saw it. but I
Color
haven't
me
seen it before.
ignorant. I have not seen that before. All right.
Yeah, so they all live over there, and then a bunch of this. I can't remember. It's been so long, I can't remember all of
know.
everything. But it ties into like 20 other conspiracy theories, and it felt to me like a way to justify like anti-Semitism and belief in just like 10 different insane theories all at the same time.
Well, let's get into that a little bit. So why salt mines?
Well, I don't know.
I've got some points.
Well, shit, I don't know. The only thing I can think, because like you can't say like all this stuff is just lunatic level racist, but like I could imagine that guy telling me that like the only like Jews have claws so that they can burrow deep and
Find the portal.
and find the gold, right? And
Oh,
find
shit,
gold.
the
And
gold.
so they were burrowing like they do with their Jew claws, and then they stumbled upon the portal in their effort to look for gold, and then they found it and went through and were like, "Oy vey, this fucking other side's
Oh, hey.
it's way better. You're killing your mother.
Why didn't you
Yeah.
marry a doctor?
All the doctors are on the other side." Anyway.
Oh my god, you do that too well. All right. So salt stabilizes the tear in reality. That's why the portals are down there.
Okay.
It dampens energy signatures, so it's harder to detect.
Which energy signature specifically?
Energy signatures from the portals.
Okay. I get it.
Remember the lady with the copper beanie?
Oh yeah.
Mm.
That wasn't a copper beanie, by the way.
No.
That was just an old school chainmail coif made out of copper. It wasn't a beanie at all. It
No.
was like medieval armor.
Yeah, but she's a little special.
Yeah.
Typical placement of these portals are 500 to 1500 meters underground and hidden behind sealed tunnels or restricted zones, which we saw when we were down there.
So there were several tunnels that we were not able to enter and were not able to investigate or anything that were outside of the monetized area. So I mean, I can't say it's not down there. I didn't see all of them.
But I mean, it was an
Got a pretty
active
good
salt
idea.
mine. You know, they were, I mean, clearly they were just, I think, actively
Looking for more portals.
mining salt. I wasn't going to say that. But, you know, something else that kind of helps the myth of this is that Eastern Europe is older, has older geology, so their mines are deeper. So they say. Remote industrial regions, which that salt mine was kind of out in the middle of
Oh
nowhere.
yeah, that was far in the middle of nowhere.
And then they're also in areas with long mining histories.
Yeah, so that thing's still going, and so are all of these other ones.
Uh-huh.
Clearly, it was just a big, still operating salt mine
Yeah.
that the owners decided to monetize because why would you not, right?
Right.
They have these huge, like football-sized chambers that are down there that would be like separated by a 20, 30, 40, 50 foot tall arch, and then you'd go into another room that's a football field size. So why would you not do something? Because they were running tours. We got there on a bus. People were,
Yeah.
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 Um,
It was pretty cool.
I didn't see any Jews. That like no.
No, I didn't either, but I did see their church down there, which was kind of
Yeah, but that was a Christian Orthodox church.
That wasn't Christian Orthodox.
What was it?
Romanian Orthodox. They have their own church.
Whatever. All right, Romanian Orthodox, but still a far cry from a Jewish.
Way far
It
cry.
wasn't a synagogue.
It definitely was not.
Yeah. If anybody did this, it was Romanian Orthodox priests
Maybe they get paid.
by the Jews.
Yep, because we heard that they are
Oh yeah, yeah.
motivated by money.
Yeah, they're on the take.
Yeah.
For sure.
So if you want anything done with the Romanian church, you just gotta give them a little money.
Maybe.
Maybe.
So you think all of these religions really are just like the emissaries of the Jews, and they're used to control all the people on the other side of the, we'll just call it heads, the head side of the
That's
flat Earth.
everything else.
You know?
Yeah, it could be. I mean, if you're gonna follow the weird logic that people use, I mean, yeah, they're just on the take, and that's why they're completely separate from any other Christian church. The Romanian Orthodox is completely separate from everybody else.
Yeah. A wild thing.
That is kind of wild.
Hearing this shit with a head full of acid on top of a Romanian mountain in a wood-fired hot tub in the middle of the night was crazy as fuck.
It was a little crazy.
Especially with that like the crazy disco music that was bumping out of
It
that portable. Good God.
One thing I have to say is a little bit of a side rail. However, what is going on with younger generations? We were told, we're old as fuck, and we were told by
You sound like it
20-year-olds,
now.
shut up. Shut the fuck up,
These
asshole.
damn kids
These
are my
damn
lawn.
kids.
This used to be orange groves as far as the eye could see. Now it's a parking lot.
No. So we're in the middle of nowhere having a great time, and we were told by 20-year-olds we're too loud.
Oh yeah, well I have a feeling, I don't know, they kind of looked religious-y.
You think
know.
they were like a missionary-ish? But
They-
they were boys and girls sleeping together. That's not very.
That's super illegal for those guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I just think that young kids these days have no idea how to rave. I'm just saying.
Probably. And I think after, because acid lasts a long time.
It's true.
So,
They've probably never had the experience. I
Probably
would
not.
say.
and I think they were probably like, hey, shut the fuck up.
We're trying to sleep. It's
Eventually.
3 a.m.
It wasn't 3 a.m.
It wasn't. It was like midnight.
Not even.
It was like 11 a.m.
Yeah.
Or
no,
11 p.m. Sorry.
Yeah. 23.
2300 in real time. Yeah.
Yeah, they couldn't handle it.
They could not. They were just like, and they were so cute about it too. The guy would come out and he'd be like, I'm sorry, can you turn it down? And we're just like, what?
Well, to be fair, we were like clearly inebriated.
Were
and
we?
I would, if I saw us,
You would know.
I
I,
would
don't think
guess.
they would know.
well, I feel like we were clearly inebriated, and even if we weren't clearly inebriated, we're definitely two big guys,
That's true.
and that guy was a little buddy.
Lily, but yeah, that's true. He was like, oh.
Not that I'm trying, like, again.
No, you're right. You're right. You're
I'm
right.
not ninja, CIA, badass, or some sort of shit like that. I'm just
No,
a normal
no.
dude. But if I were him and saw me and our compatriot, I probably wouldn't be aggressive in
You're right.
my approach.
I wouldn't either. As a lady, I would
Yeah.
have. No.
Yeah. Our compatriot, especially, like I would not want to get smacked by.
Oh, hell no. No. That guy would put a hurting on you.
Mhm.
Yeah. So the global pattern of these portals, Eastern Europe, older geology, blah, blah, blah. Remote industrial regions, like I said, because we're out in the middle of nowhere.
So I want to interrupt you real quick.
Yeah, please do.
Did you actually find like literature on this idea?
Ah,
This is a real idea.
yeah. Yes.
Fuck me. Okay.
You ready?
I thought this was just our lunatic friend.
No.
Wow.
You want to know how they work?
The portals?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. In their dormant state, they're invisible.
Of course.
It just looks like a weird distortion in the rock.
Okay.
It just looks like a rock.
Is that why like Hebrew is musical? Because you gotta like come out and sing the magic incantations and summon this portal, or
It could be. I don't know. It's only detectable with specialized instruments, and it feels like pressure in the air, sound dampening, and slight visual warping when you're in the presence of a portal.
okay.
All right. Activation requires 3 things. Frequency signal, a low vibration through the salt, and it's got to be done through sodium chloride.
Okay.
You have to have an anchor system, which are devices placed around the portal. And then you have to have an authorization key, which is controlled by the elite operators.
Oh yeah. I mean, this is starting to sound like Stargate. Remember that?
Oh shit, yeah, Stargate. I love that movie. You know what's weird is I shouldn't love that movie because I don't like that genre, but I love that movie.
Oh, that movie was dog shit, but it was dog shit in the good way.
Yeah, right? It was so fun.
Yeah.
All right, so what do these portals look like? They look like liquid glass embedded in the rock. And light bends kind of incorrectly. The surface ripples slightly like slow water, and there's no clear edge. You feel it before you see it. Crossing, what happens? Brief sensory overload. Pressure, ringing, metallic taste in your mouth. Time distortion. Seconds feel like forever. I feel like this is just old age. Memory gaps possible. Once again, this is like old age.
I don't know. My seconds feel like they're going fast.
They are getting faster. That's true. Travel type is not instant. It's a short in-between phase. It takes about 10 seconds. And navigation must be precise, which is why you need those special words or keys from the elite.
Or what? You'll end up like teleported to the inside of a rock on the other end? Or
Maybe. I don't know. I'm not allowed to know that yet. I haven't passed all the circles of Jewish hierarchy before I can.
oh shit!
get
If
my
this
key.
thing were real, I would become a turbo Jew like right now.
Right? I would want to go to the other side so
Yeah.
hardcore. Yeah. So closure. Portals stay open minutes at most, and they collapse if 1, energy drops or the alignment shifts, and then they leave no visible trace after closing.
But they keep repeatedly opening
If you've got the right key,
in similar spots.
you got it.
Okay.
They're extremely energy intensive. They only work in specific geological zones, and large objects are harder to transport. Instability increases with the time of it being open, and unauthorized use is high risk of disorientation, incomplete transit, and disappearance. So, when you, what is it, 7 people a day disappear from Vegas alone?
Yeah, something like that.
In LA, it's 13.
That's reasonable. It's probably low, but
Those are reported disappearances.
yeah.
These are all reported disappearances. So
I lived down there for a while. I don't think that's correct.
I also lived in Vegas for a while. I thought 7 a day was pretty low based on what I saw. Yeah. So on the other side, there's artificial climates and ecosystems, which is why they need our resources. They have a small population over there. They're highly regulated, and it's status based. So,
Sure.
of course,
Humans are status based animals.
they really are, which I think is our downfall, honestly. Why they need our side? Our world provides raw materials, minerals, water, organic, energy sources, and labor. That's a big one. Direct or indirect, often unknowingly. Your world is a prison that supplies the other layer.
Right.
So how they maintain control. Portals are hidden, guarded, extremely limited in number. Information is controlled via media.
Sure, that's why they were in the media.
Discoveries are suppressed and witnesses are discredited or disappeared.
Of course, because, I mean, listen to me. This is one of the craziest shits I've ever heard.
Right? Yeah. So what would happen if the portals fail? Both worlds are at risk.
Of what?
So I think the other side would no longer exist, right? Like their way of life would cease to exist.
And so we'd just get like a Jew flood coming back?
No, I think what ends up happening is we lose all of our jobs because there's no reason to make resources anymore for the other side.
I see.
Yeah.
what about making resources for us? Because we clearly need them too.
That's silly. Now you're just going to have to make resources for the upper 1%.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, like normal.
like normal.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's about it. That's all I've gotten from what the portals are and how they work.
Really, I'm amazed you got so much, and really amazed that this is like an actual theory that people believe outside of rural Romanian villages.
They do.
I hate that word, rural.
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 Yeah, it's a horrible word.
It's ugly on my mouth.
Yeah, it's that's all I could find though. There wasn't a whole lot.
I can imagine. Well, because the Jews control the media, so they discredit everybody and they take away your information so that you don't find about the portal leading to the other side of the flat earth, thus proving flat earth and some kind of weird Jewish cabal and media conspiracy
And
yeah,
it's why the USA is putting so much money in Israel because
we want to go over there too. Or-
yeah, the top 1% want to go over there too, and the Jews are like, nah, we know where all the portals are, so
because they know this place is getting pretty fucked up quick. So
yeah.
Like the amount of habitats that are being destroyed and animals that are just not going to exist when your child is old enough to spell their name. You know, and not your child, but in general.
Any children. I mean,
yeah.
My children particularly have decided against having children on purpose, which is brilliant because of this resource scarcity. And then it's
immoral
a prison.
Anyway. Yeah, it's immoral anyway. You're going to rip a consciousness from, if they exist on their own, you're going to rip a consciousness from the void and subject it to life without its consent. Fuck you.
I agree. And that's
crazy.
Even like, I would even further push that to like the, I hate to say this, but like in the United States, in Ohio, I think it's Ohio. Correct me if I'm wrong, noodlehat0@gmail.com. One of the states has made it so that abortion period's illegal no matter what. No case for incest, no case for rape, no case for fetal abnormalities that means it won't survive outside the womb, but you need to carry it to term anyway. And if you terminate this pregnancy or a doctor helps you, you all go to jail.
Wow.
Because if you have control over people with their children, they can't.
Yeah, it's modern slavery.
It is
it's
modern
not called slavery, but it's modern slavery.
It's modern financial slavery because there's no repercussions for the donor of the other genetic material. You as the person, and I'm going to say person because there's plenty of dudes out there who are now giving birth. If you are the person birthing this human into life, you are now responsible completely without help from anybody, and this is all your fault. Period. End of story. And no longer are you able to have principals because you have children.
Who's going to run the schools?
Pedophiles, darling.
Yes. What a great idea.
You know, as I was growing up, there was always like, oh, beware of the gym teacher.
Yeah, right?
And everyone was just cool with that. They're just like, just don't, go into his office. Well,
want to know what's wild as a man?
Yeah, tell me more.
Well, you won't like this. So, like, now you keep seeing these things about all these teachers that are, like, molesting their kids or whatever, the teenagers and all of this shit. As a teenage boy, if I had a hot gym teacher, fuck yeah. Like, I'm not telling any of my friends on the schoolyard.
I know you
not
see
that. Listen, I don't think that this is a good idea, and if it came down to it, I would never have done anything like that, and it's definitely like molestation, even if the kid is cool with it. But my whole point that I was getting to is like, I never had any hot gym teachers. My gym teachers were fucking monsters.
Yeah.
All of them. All of my teachers were monsters. Where'd all these hot teachers come from? What the fuck?
You want to know what happened? So I'll tell you what happened. They took the money away, and old people are like, fuck you, I can't afford this shit. So 20-year-olds took up the slack, and all of a sudden you got 20-year-old hot teachers.
That's why they're all burning out after like 2-3 years.
You got
These
it.
Kids going nuts and shitting their pants and,
Mm-hmm.
doing all their hood rat crap in school.
You got it.
Which I was one of those kids, so I get it.
Fucking
I'm not trying to trash on anybody else ever at all in any of this.
Right. No, I'm not either. And so what's horrifying for me to say, but I got away with a lot of shit. A lot of shit because of the way I look.
Yeah, not me.
There was some shit that happened to me because of the way I looked,
Sure.
which was not cool.
Sure.
But yeah, I figured out very quickly if you made friends with the teachers, you got away with a lot of shit. And so I made friends with teachers, and some of them took advantage.
I was the opposite. I was not able to deal with authority until much decades later.
Yeah.
Much later in life.
Well, I
You
learned that
can't tell me shit.
if you want something, you gotta be sweet.
I grew up in the hood. I learned if you want something, you gotta take it because no one will give it to you.
Well, that's because you're a boy.
Yeah.
And I think that both of those lessons have permeated our culture real hard. And so we've got a lot of women who still are doing that. They're still like, I know how to get what I want because I was taught if I'm sweet and pretty and I do this,
Yeah.
I will get the things I need. And I think boys, on the other hand, are like, if I act aggressively and take what I want, I get the things that I need.
Oh no. I mean, maybe for other people, I was definitely not taught to act aggressively. It's just part of
Who you are.
my nature.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. I kind of feel like if you hadn't learned some lessons about speaking aggressively, that
I wouldn't have got where I was for
Yeah.
sure.
yeah,
For sure. But as far as like the stuff that happened when I was a kid and some of the things that I was doing, it was highly discouraged. Nobody thought that it was cute or funny or fun. Nobody. Basically, I had one teacher who told me, so again, not to box myself, but this kid was a bully, and I had just been sent to a new continuation school, and I was like, I don't know, mildly autistic, whatever the hell my problem was, but they'd set the clock forward, and I had no idea. Nobody told me anything, and so the bell did not ring, and the kids got up and they were like, "Hey, teacher, it's such and such time," and she's like, "Really? Is it that time?" And I was that dipshit who was like, actually, my watch says it's not that time. And these kids got pissed, and one of them was a bully, and he threw something at me. And so as a kid, when I was even into young adulthood, like, you can say whatever you want to me. I do not care, but don't put your hands on me.
Yeah.
I'll kill you.
Yeah.
And so he threw something at me, and so I jumped over these tables and just choked him half to death. The only reason I let him go is they came and pulled me off of him. I don't know if you've ever strangled anybody, but it's not a quick process. It's
No.
not like you see in the movies. And so about 5 minutes in, I had this kid in a headlock, and I'm just ringing him. And they came and stopped me. But the principal said, "Hey, this kid's been a problem my whole school year. Why did this happen?" I told him the story, and he's like, "He's been a problem forever. And I want to let you know, I know he deserved it. And this has been a long time coming for him, but I have to do something."
At least you had a cool adult who said something.
I wasn't mad after that.
You're right.
Like,
It just diffuses everything.
Yeah. So there were several other instances of basically the same thing happening. You get sent to a new school, the new bullies try you, they put their hands on you, you kick their teeth down their throat, and then you get sent to a new continuation school, rinse and repeat. But this principal was like, "Oh, hey, I know this kid's a bastard. I wish I could have choked him out myself. He probably goes home and jacks off thinking about it." Like, fuck, I would, man,
Right.
Little prick.
Fucking Christ.
Yeah, I can't even remember why we were talking about that.
No, it's just that you get away with certain things, but
Oh,
they
yeah.
look or
Yeah,
you know.
the whole aggressive thing. And
Yeah.
so that was highly discouraged my whole life. Like, nobody wanted me to fight back.
Well, then they shouldn't fuck with you.
Yeah, they didn't want me to fight back. They didn't want me to stand up for myself verbally or physically in any way whatsoever. Just shut up, put your head down. You have a bright head on your shoulders. You can
I
do
fucking
so
hate
much.
that.
Yeah,
No.
eat my ass. Fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
So it was a lot of that shit, and they didn't want me. They just wanted me to keep my head down, shut up, do the work, be a good cog, and hop in the machine when it's time.
Absolutely.
Don't ask too many questions. Be happy while you do it too.
For sure. And, you know, I feel slightly guilty about myself in that regard because school is my happy place. And so I was super happy to jump in the cog and jump in the line and do what they wanted because I was safe there. I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah, I was definitely not safe there.
I was safe there until I was 16. Until I met a gym teacher.
Nice.
Right?
Was he ugly as shit? I bet he was.
He looked like Richard Dreyfuss.
Fuck.
Right.
See what I mean?
Right.
You know, if I'm gonna get molested as by a teacher, fuck, at least make her a hot one.
Right? Could he have been like a Ricky Martin or a...
Right?
Nah.
That's all my point was.
Richard Dreyfuss motherfucker.
That's all my point was with the first part of that. Like, I'm not condoning it, but you know, like, if I'm gonna get struggle snuggled, at least, fuck, you know.
You know what though?
My teachers were like 90. They were goblins.
I almost think that might fuck you up more.
Probably.
Because then you're going to be like, well, I kind of liked it. Even though it wasn't right, I kind of liked it.
Oh,
and then you're just going to...
Well, for sure. As that's was also part of my point at 14 is like, I would have loved it. Hell yeah.
Right. But then it would have fucked you up.
Right. Later.
Later.
Once I realized, you know, what happened and how
Same.
terrible it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because I thought these people were my friends. Anyway. So, as far as portals go, I'm going to say I haven't seen any evidence of this shit. I kind of think it's a little bullshitty. Someone's going to have to show me.
It sounds a little bullshitty, but we can't rule it out.
We can't rule it out. That's true.
We can't rule it out. I'm providing the skepticism here. It all sounds like nonsense. I mean, clearly. But,
And I definitely don't believe in flat earth at all, being, you know, because that's just not a thing. However, that doesn't mean portals don't go somewhere else.
Yeah, that'd be nice. I want a Stargate.
Right?
Get me the fuck out of here.
Can we go somewhere where people
Aren't?
I mean, for real.
Our listeners are good, but fuck the rest of them.
Man, yeah, there's some cray-cray out there. Anyway, did you have fun making music with MC?
Yeah, it was pretty good. I like, you know, so there's that meme that goes around, and it's like the woman laying in bed or something, and it's like, oh, and it says like her.
He's thinking of cheating on me.
Yeah, my husband's out cheating, and then it says him, and it's like, no, I'm in the fucking bedroom syncing weird music to old school black and white videos of people doing like redneck dancing while my cat screams. You know,
for real.
that's what I feel like.
Yeah.
If anyone was like,
where's Aurelius at 2 a.m?
Yeah, at the graveyard catching ghost Pokemon.
Really? I mean, yeah, he is.
We share the location. Here, look.
There he is in the middle.
Here he is right now.
If anybody's getting fucked in a cemetery, it's me. All right, so. Because that's my jam. In fact, I skipped school in middle school, and where did we go? The cemetery, and we all smoked cigarettes and drank coffee, and we're super emo and dark at the cemetery.
Yeah, and sat on top of people's gravestones like pieces of shit.
No, we didn't do that because
nice.
we thought that was rude.
It
We sat on the benches provided.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, no, we didn't. We were not pieces of shit.
So you were like the goth emo kids that are like,
You got it.
My soul is darker than the night.
Kind of.
Okay.
However, the kids that we did this with, we all had some pretty dark shit happening.
Sure.
It wasn't surface. We were all pretty,
You guys weren't Daria.
No. Mm-mm. No.
You think anybody listening is gonna know who Daria is?
Oh my gosh.
They might look now.
They might.
What if that caused a resurgence?
Of Daria, that'd be amazing.
Someone's getting paid. You think if I was able to cause a resurgence in Daria that I could make some kind of claim?
No.
Yeah, probably not. I don't own any of the IP.
No.
But I would be directly responsible for the resurgence in popularity, but it still doesn't matter. I don't own any. Don't listen to Daria, guys.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, fuck that show. They're not going to pay me.
Nah.
Listen to
Nope.
this show.
Way more entertaining and full of child abuse. Amazing.
Yeah, and racism.
And racism. Yeah.
Insane.
Which we don't condone any of. It's just something that, especially if you're born in the 70s and 80s, you have experienced. And to be fair, you're still experiencing today. I just wanted to say that if you haven't listened to Afroman's songs at all, go research that guy. Find out what the cops did to him. He's amazing.
Oh, he butt fucked those guys.
He
That's
did.
great.
Oh, I love it when the cops get
That was so good.
fucked for a reason.
Even when he's just chilling and sitting in there, it's great. I love that there's like I watched part of his trial and there was this prosecutor who was saying like, do you know how many followers you have? Fucking no.
No.
Well, how many people played your songs? How the fuck should I know? I don't know.
I don't look
Lots.
at that shit,
He's like, I'm rich. I don't give a shit.
right?
I don't care. Well, it's this many. Okay. if you
Sounds
say
great.
So yeah, he kept saying like, I guess that sounds right, but I don't know.
Right?
It sounds good.
Because I tried to look at my Instagram followers, but I got high. Like, come on.
Yeah.
That guy's great. Amazing. And I'm the whitest lily, white-ass Midwest girl you could ever find. And I never heard of Afroman until the cops sued him. So well done, police. Now I own all of his songs.
Right? It's the Martha Stewart effect.
You got it.
You give it publicity and then
You morons. You made him a national treasure.
right. And now he's gonna sue the shit out of you guys and win.
And then he did. Yeah.
Well, I don't know if he's done that yet, but
He did.
So he filed a countersuit?
And he won.
Yeah, of course.
He
If you-
sued their asses and he won.
Yeah, if they lose the other one, then he automatically wins the suit that he files.
You got it.
Well, I guess he could pay for his front door now.
And that lemon pound cake that cop wanted so bad.
Oh yeah, that fat bastard.
You know what though? I kind of identify. If I saw a nice lemon pound cake, I might look too.
I mean, I guess, but I'm not trying to stick my greasy dick beaters in like somebody else's weird food and like who knows
Right?
who made that or how they made that or what his cleanliness habits are or that
He's
you know what I mean?
he's a rich dude. He's got a cleaner.
Sure, I get it, but
No, you're right. You're
you know what I
right.
mean? Like,
Yeah. Yeah, but gee, how fat and thirsty you gotta be?
Listen, if I was fat bastard, I'd be looking for like watches and shit. I'm not trying to get your pound cake, bro.
You're gonna get some Staph aureus infection from that.
Yeah, I don't want any of that. At the
Mm.
very least, like indigestion, diabetes. It hurts when I calf.
Oh my god! You need to use more lube and a smaller diameter catheter.
I guess so.
Anyway, I hope everyone stays curious because
The
the truth is out there.
Conspiracy.